Welcome back to my channel, guys. Today's video is going to be just a short and sweet one about my most worn scents of May. So it's almost June, and I figured this is something I could do for you at the end of every month, is talk to you about my most worn scents for that month. It's also a good opportunity for me to tell you how they perform and kind of review them for you and that kind of thing. So let me know down below if that's something you're interested in. Also, if you enjoy my content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe because it really does help support my channel. And let's get right into it. Okay, so my first most worn scent of May is Oscar de la Renta Bella Rosa. This one was actually quite a lot in April and then sort of the beginning of May. So this is a really gorgeous fragrance I've talked to you guys about before. This is a very affordable rose fragrance, and this is a little bit woody. I think there's some sandalwood in here. It has a little bit of sweetness to it. It's an absolutely gorgeous rose fragrance. It's my favorite from the Bella line from Oscar de la Renta, so that would be Bella Blanca, Bella Essence, and Bella Rosa. This one is my favorite. My only complaint with this one I've talked to you guys about before is the performance. It does not last on the skin, at least not for me, very well at all, but on your clothing it will give you quite a few hours of enjoyment. Yes, this is an absolutely stunning scent. It is similar to Delina. I've heard a lot of people compare it to Delina, but where it's different is that this doesn't have any incense in it, and this also doesn't have any it doesn't have rhubarb in it. Delina has that kind of crisp, tart rhubarb opening. It's quite a lot fresher. It's a lot fresher and fruitier. This one is more like soft, woody, and a touch sweeter than Delina. Of course, the performance of Delina I think is much better. I don't actually have Delina, but I have a little sample so I can compare. But sometimes when I smell this, I do get like a very vague hint of Delina somewhere in the background. But yeah, this is a gorgeous fragrance. I absolutely love it. I just wish the performance was better. But regardless, it's still one of my favorite fragrances for the spring summer. My second most worn fragrance of May was Olympea by Paco Rabanne. This is an absolutely gorgeous salty vanilla fragrance. If you guys have never smelt this before, I suggest trying it. I know a lot of people really like it. It just has this zesty, citrusy, salty, ozonic quality about it, and it's so beautiful. It's perfect for the daytime in the summer, but it would also be appropriate for a date in the evening because I also think it's a very sexy fragrance. Yeah, it's just essentially a salty vanilla. I have also tried the Aqua and the Intense. I don't have the Intense one, but I do have the Aqua one. This is my favorite from the three. Every time I smell it, I just, honestly, my mouth waters for that salty vanilla note. It's just so gorgeous. So this is also one of my most worn fragrances of May, and that is Olympea by Paco Rabanne. So my most worn evening scent would be Alien. I think I tend to wear more of my daytime perfumes even into the evening. Like sometimes I'll wear Olympea in the evening, and sometimes I'll wear other daytime ones, and they just kind of last into the evening. So I haven't found that I've been reaching for a lot of evening scents lately. But yeah, this is one of my favorite evening fragrances. This is Alien from Mugler, and this is a amber jasmine woody fragrance. So it's primarily a very bold kind of a jasmine fragrance. Absolutely beautiful. I know this is very polarizing. Some people love it and some people hate it, but this is just my absolute favorite evening scent at this point ever. There's just something about it that's so bold and so sexy and so satisfying to me, and I just love it. And every time I wear it, it just screams sexy, bold woman to me. Yeah, so one of my favorites. You guys know this is no secret to you. This is Alien from Mugler. So another one that I've been wearing a lot over the last few weeks is Mon Guerlain Eau de Parfum from Guerlain. So this is just the original. I have since acquired the Eau de Toilette and the Intense. The Intense one is my favorite one, but this one I still think is essential for my collection because it's neither too gourmand nor too light. This is absolutely perfect. You can get away with it during the daytime, but you can also get away with it for the evening and for winter because it's a very cozy, warm, sensual vanilla fragrance. I do tend to grab for this more in the evening rather than the high heat. Yeah, but this is just such a beautiful lavender vanilla fragrance. If you guys haven't smelled this or checked this out, I would definitely recommend it. This one did have to grow on me. When I first smelled it a couple years ago, I was not a fan, and reapproaching it now a couple years later, it's one of my absolute favorites. And now this is one of my most grabbed for bottles. So it's absolutely stunning, lasts for a really long time. It has a really good projection, especially on my clothing. I can spray this on a sweater, and 4 or 5 days later, if I pull that sweater out, it will still smell very strongly of Mon Guerlain. So it lasts for a very long time, and it's cozy and beautiful and Men like it. It's just a really nice fragrance. And the last one that I've been wearing a lot over the last 4 weeks is La Vie Belle Eclat. So this is the eau de parfum, and this is a flanker of the original La Vie Belle, which I know is kind of polarizing at this point. People either are on the La Vie Belle bandwagon or they are completely off of it. I'm still on it. I love it. I think it's a great fragrance. This one is a little bit different because this one is like a less powdery, more sweet version of the La Vie Belle. So if you think La Vie Belle is sweet, this is even sweeter, but it's a little bit different. This is like a very gourmand praline candy kind of a sweet. They've also added bergamot in here, which gives it a really nice kind of a citrusy, zesty, punchy opening when you first spray it, which is very different from the original La Vie Belle, and it adds a little bit of sex appeal to this one. Unfortunately, that bergamot doesn't last for a really long time. It does pretty quickly become a very sweet, gourmand fragrance, but I really like it. This one is also very, very long lasting. And I'll tell you guys kind of a little hack that I discovered by accident. I was wearing Mon Guerlain on a sweater one evening, and the next day I wore the same sweater, hadn't washed it, and I sprayed the La Vie Belle Eclat over top, and you guys, the combination of these two fragrances is beautiful. I don't know what it is, and I normally would not try to layer something like Mon Guerlain because I feel like it's a masterpiece in and of itself, and I would never want to ruin it. I think it's so beautifully blended, and I just don't think it needs anything. I would never, I don't know, to me, I'm not a huge layerer of my fragrances, but the combination of these two together, you guys, beautiful. It's so sweet and so nice, and it will last twice as long. And then what you get is this really sweet lavender vanilla praline combination. It just turns it into like this beautiful, super sweet, super gourmand version of the Mon Guerlain. So absolutely gorgeous. If you ever get the chance to layer those together, try it out and see what you think. Yeah, it was kind of by accident, but it turned out to be really, really nice. Those are my most worn fragrances of the month of May. Let me know if you guys enjoy this type of video, and if you want to see me do a monthly most worn scents video, that's something I can definitely do. And I think it's something that will change hopefully every month, which is kind of nice. It's a little bit new and fresh, and like I said, it gives me an opportunity to review them for you and let you know how they behave. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I hope that you guys really enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all next time. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. I hope that you really enjoyed. Head on over and follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, because I do share a lot of things on there that I don't on YouTube, and I will see you guys all next time.